Alright guys, make sure that we continue to solve these equations with some consistency. One of the things I like about this one is we just talked about distributing, and I have a really strong hunch that you guys attempted to distribute. And I do want to point out that distributing is certainly an option here, but it's full of traps. And so that the last equation that we discussed, we talked about the store of x and how to undo something. And so I want you to think about this problem differently, because if you can do that, this seemingly difficult equation kind of becomes easier. So what if I looked at this as if I was taking 4 times all of this stuff to equal 28. 4 times, I like to say in class, 4 times junk equals 28. If I were to ask you right now what the junk equals, what all that stuff in the parentheses equals, I think most of you know that 4 times 7 equals 28. And because of that, it means that all of the stuff in the parentheses equals 7. 4 times 7 equals 28. And if I could think about it that way, if I'm thinking about how I'm actually going to undo this, the way that we do this in a step to make this as easy as possible is to divide by 4 on each side. And we can see that when we divide by 4, that tells us exactly what we just said. We said that x plus 3 over 4 would equal 7. If you tried to distribute this, like I said, it's entirely possible. But it is, I find most high school sophomores, when they try to distribute to fractions, struggle with it, and they get something that ends up not being right. And so if I can think of this all kind of as one thing, and once I know it's 7, this whole problem becomes easier. Now from here, we're still undoing the process. So we're going to subtract 4 from each side. 4 minus 4 is 0 here on the left side. It allows us to get rid of that. We get x over 3 equals 3. This is division, and the way that we undo dividing is to multiply. And so we're going to actually multiply each side by 3. Now, this is another thing I'm not sure that we've completely seen, but we end up multiplying by 3 really so we can divide. What's happening here with these 3's is I'm actually dividing the 3's. 3 divided by 3. So we multiply by 3 because when we divide that, we get 1, which is why we're able to cancel it out, leaving us with just x left. And on the right side, 3 times 3 is 9. And so that equation has some elements that make it a little bit tougher. Once again, I think it's extremely good practice, once we've decided what we think x is, to go back to the original equation and plug in our x value that we got. So if I got 9, we are going to rewrite the equation, plugging in a 9 for x. So if I just use my order of operations, I'm just checking to see if this is true. So this will be 4 times, well, this is 9 divided by 3, which is 3. And notice that we get 7 there in the parentheses, which is what we said it equaled right at the beginning of the equation. 4 times 7 equals 28. It's an absolutely true statement, which allows us to justify that x equals 9. Alright guys, hope this helps. See you later.